Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here for the third episode of the PlayStation Mobile Last Hurrah. And it's actually getting a little depressing actually, the fact that a bunch of these games I just never got around to and I really wish I did. But anyway, let's move on to the third episode, which has 5 more applications for us to check out. So let's take a look at Euphoria Adventures. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. I actually played this one a fair bit back when it originally came out, and I had some issues with it that I wasn't particularly a fan of, and I was hoping for a bit more from the game, but at the same time, it was a PlayStation mobile game, so why was I hoping for more from it? I don't bloody know, but nevertheless, we will go through it anyway. Shut up, you stupid birds, and we will have a look, and we will see just what it is like. I remember I actually got pretty far in it. This game's fairly long, and it's got a fair bit of stuff into it, but you know me, this is PlayStation Mobile, this is absolute first impressions, because I would literally have time for nothing else. But then again, I've got all the time in the world. But yeah, you got difficulty modes, you can change your controls, and most of these are terrible, from what I remember. And you can also do the audio stuff there in your credits, but let's do a new game. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there are a bunch of sectors, and there's a few things you could do. Like, considering this is a Euphoria game, I was hoping for something a lot more like Euphoria, because Euphoria, if you don't remember, is a sort of casual touchscreen-focused RTS, and I actually really liked it. And this game's really nothing like it. But anyway, so what we do is we float around this area, and we're looking for trees or something, I believe. Yeah, we're looking for the lost members of the family. Okay, so this is a friendly colony. And if I remember correctly, I'm supposed to be able to, like, stick around here and... Oh no, I don't remember correctly. I'll let the game speak for itself. We can show the in-game HUD here. So yeah, we've got different statistics and all that, and yeah, that's the virtual pad. Like, that's what happens if we move it. Now, if we go to the options and change the controls so that it's by touch, he'll just move to wherever we're touching. The problem with the virtual pad is that it's actually really uncomfortable, and I find myself really in pain of using it afterwards. And the small virtual pad has the same problem but worse. And, you know, touching where you want to go, it just means you have too much to touch. The main problem is that you don't actually get to use the analog stick, which just really seems like the main method of control you use for this. Like, I can understand, like, touching to activate the game's UI or something like that, but bloody being able to use the analog stick in a game where your only control is moving, because there is combat in this game, mostly. But anyway, if we move along, we will eventually see that. Defeat the nearby enemy colony by destroying all their trees. Here's the enemy colony. Here's how you beat it. You literally wander towards it, and you shoot automatically at them. And the idea is you just gotta try and stay on the move so you can avoid, like, all the ships that are being shot out of this tree. And it just... Like, you could have easily have made, like, a twin-stick shooter out of this, guys. Like, seriously. This could have been an interesting twin-stick shooter with some... With some power-up mechanics and stuff to it, but you just didn't do that for some reason. What's up here? Nothing, apparently. And also there's an upgrade over there. I really should go get that. To be fair, this was a really good idea. It's just like their insistence for it to be on a touchscreen really, like, ruined it. If they'd made this a native PlayStation Vita game, it would have been a hell of a lot more interesting. Like, massively more interesting. Because they could have used all the buttons they could have used the entire power of the PlayStation Vita to make it look even nicer. Like, the game's graphical style is great, and I know this is like turning into a mini like criticism video like I usually do, and not just a true first impressions, because I have played through this game a fair bit before. It's just, God, there's so much missed potential here. It's infuriating. Yeah, I can regain health inside those colonies, and you do get upgrades that you do have a fair bit more of control of. Like, I think there's a sling bomb that you get at some point, but yeah. If they re-release this on Vita with bun controls and maybe a bit more content to work with to, you know, and maybe a bit more content to work with along the lines of, you know, actually having it work with the buttons, I reckon it'd work a hell of a lot better. But honestly, right now, I'm physically struggling to play this game after 10 minutes just because of the way it makes you use its controls. I should probably go down there and see what that power-up is. Oh no, it's just a information thing. But yeah, see, all I can do is try and dodge these bullets, except I can't really dodge them because they're bloody instantaneous lasers. So I just have to destroy the tree and hope that I don't run out of health in the process. I don't even get all my health back once I'm done. The game does claim to be like a sort of like roguelike. I'm trying to view it, but I keep double tapping it. Right, okay. Let's just move along. Touch vortex to travel to resistance. Also, these sector names are weird. I'm going to swap back to the virtual D-pad, hope that it doesn't hurt as much. Or the small virtual pad will do. Because I remember this being an absolute pain in the ass. There's really no point to trying to dodge because the lasers are instantaneous and they'll just like wreck shit. So I don't like it. Like seriously, if you can put a bloody virtual control thing in your game like this, you can put fucking analog stick support in. Like, for Christ's sake. I'm actually pretty sure I had an argument with the developer over Twitter when this game first came out. I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't do a video on it, because I didn't feel like just swearing at the developer for 10 minutes. Who in their right mind wouldn't add an analog stick capability to this? And it's a shame too, because it looks and sounds great. It reminds me of what I liked about Euphoria. And okay, I gotta get this artifact, so I'll just sit here and face in the right direction. And like, if these guys were firing like bullets that I could dodge, the combat would be miles more interesting than it currently is. Yeah, take artifacts to get new abilities. What's the artifact? Carry the artifact to the next colony. Alright. So just sit here, spam. There's really nothing else I can do. Bugger it, you die. Study the artifact, use the research tree. This artifact can restore health. So I can take the artifact, I can equip it, and then I can just use it to restore health. Like, seriously! Just, oh god, why? Like, that would be easy to map to, like, the right analog stick, but to use it, I have to tap in here, then I have to tap the artifact. And I don't even see how much health I got back. Oh, wait, no, there I do. One more level, and then I'm going to the next game, because I don't... Look, this game has a ton of potential. Release it on Vita native. Have more content, have the artifacts be easily more accessible, and just fix the controls. I mean, my arm is literally hurting trying to play this goddamn game. It's infuriating. Mother Tree will reshape my body, my mind. This is where we go through the evolution gates. Oh yeah, I remember. At this point, the game basically splits into like 3 different paths. See? And you can go into the vortex and you get to play on along those 3 styles, but it doesn't make as much of a difference as you might think because there's no nuance to the combat whatsoever except just fly around and hope that you can fire in the right direction. It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's it. I've had enough. If the controls are the biggest problem here, like if they had just used the Vita's physical buttons for something more interesting, then they could have had a pretty fantastic little Euphoria spin-off here, but right now it just hurts me too much physically to play it. So that was Euphoria Adventures. Let's move on to Fanny Pixel. Fucking Christ almighty. I don't know why that got me so hard. It was like getting kicked in the face. Jeez Louise, almighty Pekingese. Let's have a look. You buy stuff. See, we've got templates. And what happens if we load the template? We can play around with colors, I guess? And just paint pixels. And then we can use the camera. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't know, this is my setup. And I could actually like swap my camera right now and show you my face right now, but I'm not going to do that. So let's just take a photo of this. It actually insists on stretching it out. And I forgot how bad that camera was. Let's just call this what it really is. Fantastic. It's 100% effective at curse words. Let's move on. We have Discovery. Oh boy, this looks familiar. I wonder what this is. Why do I do this again? How much money did I spend on these games? How much ad revenue did I get? Like, if you want to support me and my channel without actively, like, giving me money, just go and watch all my PlayStation Mobile videos in that big playlist, and you will likely get me well, you won't get me that much ad revenue, but if enough people go and do that, you'll probably give me a little boost for the month, which will be kind of nice of yours, but unfortunately, I can't tell you to go click all the ads like madmen, because they'll detect that, and they'll stop it, and I won't be able to earn much ad revenue that way. So, we've got graphics options, and we can turn up the bloom to insane levels. I'm going to leave it like that. That amuses me. Audio and controls. There's a sensitivity bar, but nothing else. I don't like that. And we can change the language to pretty much anything on the planet. Let's create a world, I guess. I don't know. Dick Wicket. And the seed. That's a very, like, it has no pattern whatsoever, but it looks like it does, and it makes you feel good inside. That's the sort of thing. Okay, hang on. It's currently 27/12. Yeah, I've recorded these a few days early. What do you expect? 2015. So, we'll go with that. And the terrain type, Okay. The sound sounds like it's ripped straight from Minecraft. Like just the... Okay, there we go. Alright, let's have a look around. Whoops, that's the pause button apparently. When circle is your pause button, well... And that turns on your fly button, and this is your materials. They didn't steal everything from Minecraft, but they sure stole a few things. Like its concept, and its general overall style, and its blocky exterior, and... This does look like just like creative mode, though. It's not like the actual mode. Like, I could go get Minecraft for 15 bucks. Like, who would insist on porting this to PlayStation Mobile on a platform where we already have Minecraft? We already have, like, the... It's not the full, like, infinite level version of Minecraft, but it's, like... It's got a fair amount of the world in it, and you can play with 4 people online, and this is just... This is just sad, and... A goat. Minecraft doesn't have goats. Congratulations. 10 out of 10. Game of the year. I wonder if there's anything down. The game is very laggy and very unpleasant to look at, I must say. I mean, I remember original Minecraft being like that too. Like, I was in the alpha before it got featured on the Team Fortress 2 blog, so I actually played it back when it was being made, and it wasn't particularly pleasant to look at then either, especially when the frame rate would drop because, you know, Java. It doesn't look like there's anything down here? Oh. It was just the block loading in. I don't think I can go lower than that. So, the world's fucking tiny. It runs like shit. You can barely see a few bricks in front of you. This is even weirder. Like, what the fuck is this? Is that like a piece of the terrain that didn't get generated yet? I can go right through it. Can I go into the ground? I can go into the ground. They haven't generated this part yet. Despite the fact that I'm right here, they haven't even generated it. Not even that far from where I spawned. Wait. Oh, those must be like sectors and not blocks. Right. So yeah, it's just a crappy creative mode Minecraft. When you have the actual creative mode Minecraft available for relatively cheap, I don't know why you'd bother to go for that. No wonder. No wonder, think your audience through. Alright, Disillusions, Manga, Horror. This one's probably going to be the longest one of the lot. I actually recorded episode 4 before I recorded episode 3, and if you want proof of that, go look at the clocks when episode 4 comes out, because this is actually episode 3, but... Disillusions! Should have played this on Halloween now I think about it. Give me some weird combination of English and stuff. Check out Raptor RPG parties. Shit, it is actually from the Raptor RPG and the Oceancraft guy. If I'd known that, I would have played it earlier. Controls, left stick to move, right stick to look. Right, that makes sense. Graphics, please. Put them on high. Why not? Alright, let's have a look. Events. Oh, God. Stars? Really? Also Vigil. Okay. Alright, fine. Let's give this a look.
Konnichiwa. Watashi wa desu yo.
Ugh! That sounded so bad. That sent a chill down my spine and not in the way that I wanted. Is that meant to be a jump scare? Nothing's happening. Oh, no. Hang on. It had to load, I think. Okay, now it's all loaded in. I can't see shit. The game is laggier than I could ever have imagined. Alright, fine. Why do you talk? You should not talk. Never talk again. Your voice is horrific. Okay, drops of blood. Freaky tree. If I know Stephen Allen, and I've played 2 of his games, so I'm obviously the best judge of this, there's going to be a jump scare somewhere around here. What bag? Stop talking! You sound like someone who's very, very bored. So he doesn't sound scared or anything at all, and that poor mannequin. Like, what is he even saying? Like, he's clearly not saying what's written in the text boxes, because that would be a fair bit longer, but... Okay, you can press square to breathe somewhat heavily. This isn't even manga. Manga isn't 3D. You lied to me. Was that meant to be a jump scare? I should try find a way in. Yeah, fantastic writing, mate. Game just completely froze there for a second, so I'm going to assume something's gone and spawned in. What sort of candlelight is this? Another audio cue, but I don't even see what the hell I was supposed to be scared by. What trash bag looks hand-shaped? Christ, man, show, don't tell. God damn, I'm not even that big of a fan of, like, horror games. I mean, like, I liked Corpse Party, that's just because it was really well done, but I'm not even that big of a fan of horror games, and I'm trying to tell you how to do one? Didn't even see the key. Okay. Not scary. That was a ghost. I can't get to that event out there, but I'm definitely not going back out to get it. I don't even get what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, yeah, Vigil obviously has come to this house. I probably should have read the story brief a little more closely, but there wasn't that much of it to begin with. It was like half a paragraph. Alright, come on, let me in the door. What? What? Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. Wow. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, please tell me that jump scare has, like, that climax leads to nothing. Please. Loading. It's just frozen again. No loading bar. Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes. This is the worst thing I've ever played in my life. Ah. This game is so bad, it's orgasmic. Oh my god. Wow. You know what? Fuck it. I'm here for the long run. We might as well do this. Alright. So he's not even saying, like... What's the point of these voice clips? They're so poorly pronounced. No, they're probably pronounced fine. They just... If you insist, I just have a random thing fall over. Okay, yeah, there's actually a key. There was probably a key back there as well, but I didn't see the other ones, so... I love it. Like, you were trying to scare me with the... Did I just hear a beep? You were trying to scare me with the mannequin, but then you made the thing fall over in the background. It was more comedic than anything. Alright, can I open this door? Okay, I can open one of these doors. This is the one with the sledgehammer. Right. So the sledgehammer's got to be in here somewhere. Right? I guess not. Okay, apparently that came from behind. I can't take this? Like, do I have to look back at the... Oh. Asshole. Fine. Can I open this door now? Oh, I can actually come in here now. It's almost like the person here is scared of the dark, or they just like lights. They could be a lamp collector. Did you ever think of that? Fucking moron. It just... When the game feels the need to take control away from you, they're not really trying fantastically hard. Okay, yeah, I have no interact buttons, so I just have to walk around and let things happen. It literally had to spin me around 180 degrees for a microwave door opening. Fantastic. I can't even... There's no event tied to that, so I... Okay, whatever. Stop spinning me around like that! Jesus Christ! Well, it looks like that mannequin won't let me go any further. Yeah, that is your eyes, mate. That trash bag is not human-shaped. Hello.
何かがここにある。それはゴミだ。
A noise behind me. Yep. Turn around and... What? Why a stretcher? Why a stretcher? Of course, it's to keep me from leaving. Well, the light's on over here, so it obviously wants me to come over here. Or does it? Wait, no, there's an event here.
注意があります。ねえ。誰も家にありますか？へい、バージル。ねえ。誰も家にあり
Bloody
ますか？
synthesized drums and... Well, something happened, but... Oh. The walls are melting! The walls are melting! The mannequins are going nuts! No, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. No. This is meant to be first impressions, not play shitty games. This is a piece of shit. This is a piece of shit. Like, it's not even, like, hilariously funny in the way of Silver Zombie. It's just crappy horror. Like, unbelievably crappy horror. I feel like this should be on Retropray. Why is this not on Retropray, like their shitty Flash section? Like, there's fan art for this? Oh, it's a website. Oh my god, that actually is. Is Disillusions meant to be like a, Christ almighty, there's actually a... Yeah, Wi-Fi's not exactly great right now, but... Holy crap, there's fan art for this. Is this meant to be something like a manga series that someone tried to adapt into a game and failed miserably? Fuck it, we'll do the last chapter. No police officer wears a uniform like that. The writing is terrible. Game's frozen. Yep, it was just loading. Of course it is. We don't want the freezing ocean water to engulf my petite body. Who says this? That happened. This guy does not know how to do horror.
ゴミだ。
Almost killed me. Almost killed me again. Except I'm just gonna shake it off.
経路が遮断される。
How many events did they say this one had?
畜生推理、しっかりしろ。
It's probably the same person voicing these two. This is so bad.
畜生推理、しっかりしろ。
Okay. So, one bit of cold water killed me, literally made me scream for my fucking life, and that cold water didn't. You could have just let me go in the water the first time, you nimrods.
経路が遮断される。 何かがここにある。
Should be safe to walk through the shallow area. Right, well... This art doesn't match the game at all. Hi! See, I'm not even phased anymore. I know what's coming. See? There's just so many of them. This is the most retarded thing imaginable. And the view is so slow. Can I fix this? No, I cannot. Double touch right pad. The fuck is the right pad? I'll put the... No, I don't want to quit. Do not quit. Okay, now the graphics are on low and I'm not seeing that much of a difference. Nothing through there. Just you can see where the water just like fades out. You know, the flashlight's flickering now, which I don't like. I should investigate! Don't have blonde hair for nothing, lady. Good lord. Who on earth would do that? Don't tell me I have to go all the way back around. Oh, well, I am already all the way back around. It's not like it matters. There it is. Please tell me this was something that was 100 million times better written in a manga before this was turned into a video game, because... Oh, man. This is worse than Silver Zombie. How did you do that? I'm not even sure what I was supposed to look at there. Now to never be used by anyone again. Ha ha ha. Yeah, nobody says this. Zzz. Zzz. Oh, it's a...
何かがここにある
Okay, apparently Sui's a little bit insane, and... What was I supposed to look at that time? You know, if I don't think that he's intelligent enough to make that sort of programming thing into a
あ
puzzle.
あそれは幽霊だ
ああ、それは幽霊だ。
Oh, it's Dis.
注意があります
Oh, right.
何かがここにある。
Well, that was a somewhat sudden twist. I can't even see that it's Dis.
畜生水しっかりしろヘイバージル水
See, I didn't even know this bitch existed until chapter 3. So, can I actually play this without going into the... Press RT. We don't have an RT! We have an R button. We don't have a right trigger. And deploy with X to trap and scare other souls. Find clues and scare players to increase your score. And you can use chat. But I'm willing to bet it's not actually going to work. Well, it won't actually let me continue. Oh, there it goes. Nope, it's just taking me back here. So yeah, I'm just going to assume that's not going to be playable. That is terrible. That is one of the most terrible things I've ever played in my entire life. Holy fucking Christ. Jesus. Oh man, I feel like I'm going to just pass out. Like, I've hit rock bottom. There's no going down from here. And I say this having played Pinky Spot's leg massage. And willingly acknowledging. This can't be real. I am the spoopiest. It's scarier than my petite bud. You know... I'm willing to bet he made it that bad on purpose now. I really am. Let's go on to the last game before I blow my brains out. The last game is Eager by Simone Serra. I think that's the guy who made, what was it? Those other two puzzle games that I really liked. And were really cheap. Like, why doesn't this guy just, like, get all his puzzle games, put them all together, sell them for, like, $5 on the PlayStation Store for Vita Native? I would recommend that in a heartbeat, but... Oh well. EGA. Alright, yeah, this definitely looks familiar. How do I play this? Collect all the targets using the follower. You have to set the marker. Right. Really? Okay, you've caught my interest already. But yeah, I can only use one marker at a time, otherwise the roaming markers will be able to hurt me. So I have to fight my own obsessive compulsiveness. That's interesting. And of course there's enemies to worry about, because of course there is. Use the back touch or the front touch. No, let me disable that. You better let me disable that, because that's just terrible if I can't. Press the X button or the shoulder buttons to activate the super shield. Alright. No options. Not good. Let's play normal. Right, so you have to fight off all of these. Okay, that's interesting. Cunt smash McGillicuddy. Oh, one letter long. Okay. Here we go again. So yeah, the game is a fairly complex blend of managing two different sets of movements at once. Because I'm moving this shield around with the right analog stick, and I'm tapping on the screen with my left. And you can't put down too many markers because they will hurt you if they get the opportunity. So you need to be constantly moving the shield marker thing around the field to clear your way, while at the same time working on picking up these things. And it's a hell of a lot more difficult than it looks, I have to say. Like, you have to be just constantly working both things at once. Like, if there was an easier way to control, like, both players instead of having to, like, hold the Vita in one hand and then tap with the other. Oh, well, you can use the rear touchpad, which... Actually, you know what? Let's try that. Yeah, kind of easy to be inaccurate when you've got the, what does the Super Shield do? Multiplies my points, but unfortunately not much else. Right, you go over there now. You can use the rear touchpad, and admittedly that's a fairly clever usage of the rear touchpad. It's just a shame that there isn't an easier way to control both of these at once, huh? You know, I'll give him credit, even when his puzzle games aren't particularly great, Simone Serra always has a way of making these interesting, and I have to admit I like interesting puzzle games more than well-done puzzle games, because well-done puzzle games usually mean it's a concept that's been done to death already. Having a new interesting puzzle game like this on the Vita is actually kind of neat. You go back over there now, and then over there, and bloody marker. You know, I'll just let him die now, but... Yeah, I am not, like, offended by that at all. That's actually a fairly cool thing. Less and least target time of the stronger and strongest enemies. Alright. That was a look at Eager. Button icons. Arrow icons, arrows, font. Yeah, okay. Very good. Well done. Can you just, like, release all your puzzle games on Vita Native for, like, 99 cents a piece, or just put them all together for, like, $5? Because I would recommend that, just, like, right off the top of my head. Like, no questions asked. Well done, Simone Serra. Well done. You managed to maintain a fairly high level of quality on PlayStation Mobile for the entirety of the time that you made games for it. And that is something that's actually pretty praiseworthy. So, yeah. That's not me applauding, that's me slapping my hand against my fat leg. Anyway, this has been Blue Maxima, checking out some more PlayStation Mobile games. Wow, it's been a bit of a ride, and we're down to the last two. Last two episodes, I should say, so... Oh well, this has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.